everybody! Welcome back to Oh My God, Where's My Mini Bike? We logged out and it was right in front of me, wasn't it? I just logged in then I thought, oh my God. Oh, Jesus, really? Oi. Oh my giddy. Oh, what? Jolly good show, sir. Yeah, that was a little bit worrying then. I thought something had gone horribly, truly wrong. In fact, the time doesn't seem... Nice one. Oh my balls on a stick, bro. Oh my God. Oh, that's like a ripe pumpkin there, wasn't it? Yeah, wow, good Lord. I think we head back, right? Because that's pretty successful. I mean, we got 3 batteries, admittedly nowhere near enough, but this looks interesting, look. Be the cemeteries. 2 cemeteries in there. I mean, we can probably remember where we are, right? Possibly not. Yeah, it's probably a tricky journey home. Should we give it a whirl? Let's go for it. Thank you for the hosts, Not Girl Gamer and Special Big K. Hello, Expected Storms. Hello, Sky. Hello, Captain Cordy. Hello, Ice Captain Fuzzy Logic, Saranthian, X-Tag, Trevor, Dark, Chica, Lazarus. Who have I missed? You're right, Runic. Hello, Dayhawk. Hello, Jan. I'm so sorry if I missed anybody. God, blimey. Feels like I was never gone. What's that? What the F? My entire internet is on its arse. Oh, I'm sorry, Trev. To be honest, mate, I can totally empathise with your situation. I've had a strange time of it in the last sort of 12 to 18 months since I've been in this house with Virgin Media, but rather than it being their fault, as in with my specific connection, it was more to do with the packages they offered, so I don't suppose I can really blame them in that sense, but hopefully you get it fixed quick, mate. How's things, Captain Cordy? Grum, can you make barrels out of those gas cans? Yes, you can. We're full. I mean, that's what we have been doing, mate. That's why I keep topping them up. We actually lost a lot of gas barrels when we lost the dick bike, unfortunately, so... Bit of a poo-poo. Did you watch? No, not at all, Sky. I'm gonna sit down properly, chill out later this evening and watch that, Sky. I know how much work you put into it, so I don't just want to have like a quick waz through while I'm on stream. I'll have a proper browse later, Sky. And I know it's only short, Sky, but like I said, I know you put a lot of work into it, so I'd like to watch it with no distractions, if that's cool, Sky. I'm sure it's absolutely freaking spectacular, but I would like to take a... I may, like I said, Sky, I may treat myself to a little shot of Jim Beam, Devil's Cut, after the Christmas tree's gone up. I do apologise for being like 10 minutes late. I actually had to go down the garden to the shed beyond the sheds, the long lost shed. The shed that we only visit once a year. That's basically got all the Christmas tree stuff in it. I used to put it all in the loft in the old house. And when we moved in here, I'd never actually thought to inspect the loft properly. And I hadn't realised it was all properly panelled out. So the attic as such, or the loft as we call it in the UK in this house... I tend to keep it sort of for storage of my gaming stuff, and I actually sit up there every now and again and kind of go through it. You know, I'll open a long lost box and you know, dig out some really ancient PC games, you know, in the old proper boxes, and sort of have a browse through them. So I didn't really want it like as just general storage. Yeah, I managed to get the Christmas tree. It all looks intact, so the girlfriend will be all bubbly happy when she gets home. You're right off. How you doing, dude? Thanks so much for the resub, right off. It looks like Beast was right. Somehow you'd managed to trigger it in chat when we weren't actually online, I think. So yeah, many thanks to you, mate. How you doing then, Chica? We didn't get much of a chance to have a bit of a chinwag earlier. What are you up to then, Chica? Are you back playing anything in particular at the moment? We just found out Ark's gone onto the PlayStation 4, Chica. someone was saying earlier today, so I might see if I can find a little bit of footage of that, see how it stands up to the Xbox One version. Okay. Oh man, my headset's just started beeping. Oh shit, I know my phone's going. Christ, it's all kicking off. And back. That was the girlfriend. I got her on speakerphone. I'm so lazy. That was quite cool. I've never done that before. That's actually really cool. I may not begin sort of answering her calls when I'm streaming. It's what I was going to say. Yeah, she was checking up on me. Have you got the Christmas tree out? And the lights working? I went, I've literally just got it out the shed. The shed beyond the sheds. I said, I don't even know if the lights are there. She's not happy. I'll treat her to a curry or something. You put your Xmas tree away. Mine is still up since last year. I was hoping Santa would revisit again. Oh, you and me both, mate. Especially this. I could do with a couple of visits from Santa this year, mate. He could come on Christmas Day with a PlayStation 4 Pro, and then he could, you know, put his feet up round my house on Boxing Day. You know, if he brings a PlayStation VR headset, and while he's at it, he can sling me a 4K TV and all.
Your part is required. You've been a most magnanimous host, and you've waited too long for this moment.
Thank you very much, Eliania. How are you doing? So, what are you thinking of then, Chica? So you're not really... I mean, I know you've not been playing a huge amount, but so... Anything in particular? Every time I see State of Decay, Chica, I do think of you, mate. Every single time I see it pop up on my YouTube to-watch list or recommended... That State of Decay 2 is shaping up to be pretty fancy. Have you heard of a game called Days Gone as well, Chica? I thought that might be right up your street. I'm not sure if that's more of a single-player game, though, to be fair. But obviously, State of Decay
is required. You've been a most magnanimous host.
Oh, panic!
And you've waited too long for this moment.
Thank you as well. Right off. Much appreciate the hosts, folks. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll have to see how that works out, Chica, with State of Decay 2. I mean, a little bit more... well, I suppose not so much any new footage, but a little bit more of an insight into what the devs are up to in terms of the 2-player and 4-player co-op. I mean, it's definitely shaping up to be pretty cool, I think. You know, it might not look like the most graphically amazing game. Now we've seen it up close and personal, but... I don't know. Personally, I think it looks great. I mean, some of the criticism it seems to be receiving on that front, I think, is unfounded. But it puts a tick in so many boxes for me, Chica. I mean, I have very fond memories of you jumping into TeamSpeak, and helping me out on my first playthrough of State of Decay. I mean, that was such an awesome experience. That whole game was... I mean, it might have had its problems and its bugs and its flaws and its performance issues and all the rest of it, but when you took it as a whole single package, I mean, wow. All right, let's get in. You'll be the first one in. Have they given something I've not actually checked? I mean, maybe you know, Chica, or anyone else in chat. Does anyone know when it actually is due for release? I've got no idea. I mean, I'm assuming it's not this year, obviously. I mean, it's not going to come out between now and Christmas, is it? You don't use... It's a mere 55-inch 4K TV. Has it got HDR, X-Tang? If it's got HDR, I'll pay post and packaging, mate. You're right, Stiff Hips. Thank you very much for the follow, mate. Really appreciate that, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, it's the HDR that I'm really interested in, more, to be honest, more than the resolution, if I was to be perfectly frank with you. super excited for her. I think the girlfriend's actually just got back. I think she's actually rung me when she's like 5 minutes away. I'm sure I've just heard the car. I may just quickly AFK in a jiffy. It is her. Hang on, one sec, I'm back in a sec. Right, sorry about that. Cody's going flipping mental out there. Right, oh, where were we? I don't even know where to start, to be honest. We were actually putting some leather upstairs, weren't we? Because the only reason we ever use leather now, really, is for... Oh, so I've just taken the opportunity to plug my headset in. It's gone off. There we go. It's for mini bike seats, I think, to be honest. I think I was keeping a little batch of it in there, look. Oh shit, no, not you, mate. Staying down here. Gas. I'm almost tempted to go back there, guys. We had a pretty good run of it there, didn't we? March next year, so we've still got a Oil City Esports. Are you anything to do with Oil City Battles? You bought a living Christmas tree with all the lights and decorations on it. All went well until the following Christmas when I brought the tree indoors and plugged it into the mains. In retrospect, I probably should have removed the lights before putting it in the garden for the year. Oh my god, Trevor, it's a miracle you're still alive, mate. Oh dear. Your girlfriend loved the first one. Has you one alert for the second installment? It does look really good, Dart, from everything we've seen. Well, that I've seen personally, it looks great. So, August next year is the estimated date for Scorpio. Is it bollocks? I can't see it releasing in the summer, mate. I really can't. Much more likely October, I would have thought. But hey, who knows? I mean, Microsoft are a mystery at the moment, aren't they? Doing a bit of pole dancing, are you, blind? You have to pop that up on YouTube, mate. We'll keep some of the barrels in here, yeah. Right, batteries and engines. Certainly haven't got an issue with headlights, have we? So another nice few. Look, it's looking really good, guys. That was. I mean, that has been by far my most successful scavenge for brass. I mean, we came back with like 15 radiators and a little mix of other bits and bobs, didn't we? A bike. Instead of HDR, it's a True Motion 120Hz. That's got nothing to do with it. Yeah, True Motion's not really that much use to me, mate, to be fair. I don't watch a huge amount of like things like footy and stuff on it, which is where that sort of becomes like really cool. I mean, it's the HDR that I actually went into richer sounds. I sort of spent a lot of time in there over the years. And unfortunately, the guy that I knew really well in there has since moved. He actually moved city. So I kind of really, you know, it's not like we swap phone numbers or anything to keep in touch, but they've always been like a really good crew in my city down at Richer Sands. So I did actually go in there and ask them if, you know, if they could do a side-by-side comparison. So, you know, most of the larger Richer Sands have like a little showroom area where they'll actually set up the TV that you want to buy or the sound system that you want to buy, so you can actually hear it before you start throwing large amounts of cash at it. And I was genuinely 100%, no questions asked, completely blown away by HDR. Get the right set, you know, the right game, for example, and it really is a night and day difference. I know that sounds really corny, but I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's like, holy shit, there's a whole, you know, slew of colours that I never knew about. It's like, shit, this is sort of like real life colours. What the hell's going on here, mate? Absolutely incredible technology, but it's still early days, isn't it? There's a lot of hoo-ha out there at the moment about what's going to be the standard of HDR moving forward.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're
no friends of mine.
See, we can go where we want to. Place where they will never find. And we can act like we come from out of this world. Leave the real one far behind.
Well, we'll see you later, right off. Rest well, dude. Rest well. One of your dogs is sick. Oh, gonna sleep in your room tonight, mate? Oh, that's really not. Well, I hope she's all right off. And look after yourself, dude. Hopefully catch you tomorrow for a bit, mate. You invested several $1,000s into a home theatre. You're one of these Americans, X-Tank, who's got like a whole basement dedicated to like their TV set or projector mini theatre sort of thing. Never ceases to amaze me on some of the forums I go on, some of the gear that we see. It's just like mind-blowing, mate. That is a lot of brass, guys. That is like phenomenal. I'm gonna have a drink and wait for some of that to cook up. Oh, what are you up to tonight then, Mario? What are you playing, dude? What's on the schedule? You right, Fuzzy Logic? Hello, Ghost. You're right, expecting storms. Hello, Simpsy. I didn't even know you were there, Simpsy. Welcome back. How you doing? Does anyone know of a free program that can take a movie and insert closed captioning onto it? Oh god, I have no idea, chicks. Sky might know, or someone like that. Doing some more Final Fantasy, are you, Mario? I almost had to turn off when you were playing. You know that like giant dog thing, dude? I thought, oh shit, I'm gonna start seeing spoilers here, mate. It does look wonderful, Mario. It really does. It's definitely back on my would like to play list. Oh, that's nice. Can we pop some more of these in? I'm kind of reluctant to leave this. It's 2:30 in the morning, so I think we'll just sit here and I'll just be lazy and drink. You're a huge music buff. I decided to listen to Pink Floyd, The Wall. I want to be in The Wall. Good album, mate. Top selection. You plan on playing 18 hours or 7 days tomorrow? 18 hours! And maybe a bit of Ark. Trying to rebuild my stuff. Had a few mates want to give me a hand. What? Why 18 hours of it right off? That seems like a very specific number. You're doing like a charity stream or something. You bought a Vizio TV, already had a speaker in it. Yay! One of the things I was thinking of getting the girlfriend, so we always buy something sort of like that will be a benefit to us both that isn't a very nice romantic gift. But I did think about buying her a soundbar for the main TV living room, because she sometimes just struggles to hear the films. I've got quite sensitive hearing, so it's not a case of her being deaf. It's more a case of, I mean, I can hear a fucking pin drop in this house. Do you know what I mean? I think that's why sometimes I can get quite nervous in a horror game. I think I actually hear so much of it. I've got like super sensitive hearing. So sometimes it's quite uncomfortable for me to play a movie, say from a Blu-ray disc, at a level that's kind of comfortable for me. So I was thinking, because we only use the TV speakers these days, because all the audio equipment's actually in my gaming room, it just sounds awful to me. It sounds like there's lots and lots of sort of channels and frequencies that just aren't being sort of met very well. So I thought, Rather than set up a whole sound system just in the living room, I thought like a reasonable quality soundbar might enable us to still have it loud, but without any distortion or anything. So I was thinking of that. But some of them are crazy money, you know. Just like £900+. It's like, fuck that. And then you can go to Argos and like got one of these like Boss ones for like $12.99. Fuck that as well. Someone was talking about videos, being able to add like closed captions to a video, Sky. So I know you sort of might know a little bit about that. I think they're after some sort of software. I think it was Chicks, wasn't it? Like some free software that you can add like closed captioning to. You got a little horde, have you, Jan? Spousal unit is buying you a PlayStation 4 Pro for Crimbo. Oh, that's nice, blind. So what are you getting her? Oh, then it will sit there collecting dust until Horizon Zero Dawn comes out. When does that come out, dude? Do we know? We must have had a date by now, surely. Oh my god, we've run out. You fucking giant fucking tit banana bloke. I'm sitting here waiting for it to smell. I've not fucking turned it on. Thought it was quiet in here. To be honest, anything Yamaha in the sound world it seems to be pretty damn good, to be honest. YSP 1000 that had like 41 drivers inside that could actually create some amazing sound from a single point. Jesus. That doesn't sound cheap, actually. Oh, right. 120-minute days. Oh my god, I can't even begin to imagine that right off. Wow. Have you downloaded the update to the Racing 7 demo net? No, I didn't think it released until the 19th of December, dude. Or is that another demo, Zaranthian? I thought something was coming out on the 19th. Oh, I'm confused now, dude. See, at the moment, Zaranthian, I've not got the PlayStation 4 rigged up, dude, because I've got the Xbox One out, mainly for Forza Horizon 3. You're getting her a towel. So you're getting a PlayStation 4 Pro... and she's getting a towel. This sounds like a good functioning relationship to me, blind. I'll have to get in touch with you off stream and we'll compare notes, mate. You're right, Hellcat. Does it have a flower and Hello Kitty on it? I think it might just be a plain brown towel, chicka. I think it's actually a dishcloth. He's just, you know, trying to big himself up, mate. $1,000 for the soundbar when it was available. Oh my god, yeah, I'm not forking out that amount of money, mate. For £1,000, you can get a semi-reasonable surround sound setup, to be honest. Bullet casings. Still looking at phones. I wouldn't even know where to start with phones these days. All I know is that those Samsung 7s are like fucking ridiculous money. Like crazy money. If you're buying them SIM-free, you're talking like £600-700, and that to me for a phone is just like... I could never justify that amount of money. Just not in a gazillion years, mate. They ain't that good, are they? A $600 handbag. Again, just no chance, mate. That's just incomprehensible. Surely you could buy one down the market that looks exactly the same, mate. Some sort of knockoff for about 10 quid, right? You get the missus a new router for Christmas. I can only begin to imagine the girlfriend's face if I packed up a router and give it... I think I'd make sure all the windows are locked and I was in sole possession of the front door key, mate. The update's already out. You played it yesterday. I think it's released on Xbox One on the 9th. And gotcha, Zaranthian. Got you. All you want is VR and it's set up for Christmas. What are you looking at? Are you looking at PC VR, so the Oculus Rift or the Vive? Or are you looking at PlayStation VR, chicka? You surprised me, mate. I didn't think you were that fussed about VR, mate. Oh, you'd have such fun with it. Honestly, it's mind-blowing, chicka. You'd be giggling like a schoolgirl. Oh, you've actually bought a new S7. What, before Christmas, Smed? You must be fucking loaded, bro. So you've gone from an S5 to an S7. How much did it cost you, dude? Or is it like one of these upgrade programs that they do? Yeah, Smed, while we wait for that to bubble up there, dude, I'm going to go and do something for you.
Your part is
I've tried to
required.
do your...
You've been a most magnanimous host, and you've waited too long for this moment.
Thanks, Stream Search. Appreciate the host there, my good friend. So what are you looking at, Chica? I mean, what sort of games? Because you've obviously, you know, depending on what sort of games you're primarily going to be playing, you need to make that decision between the Vive and the Oculus. Have you got the graphics card to power it? I can't remember what you've got. Did you upgrade recently as well? You should settle for a 50p bag for life. How much? 50p for a bag for life? Fucking Christ, dude. It used to be 20p. What's going on, bro? We're going to go and do this for Smed. I know he'll really appreciate me doing this. But to tell you, in Smed's honour, we'll walk. Oh, I did it earlier, Smed, and unfortunately, mate, it was actually 12 blocks, not 10 blocks. I don't even know what that sounds. All I know is that's a lot of fucking Toblerone, Smed. Valkyrie. Oh yes, please, mate. Oh mate, oh dude, custard. You know what? Fucking hell. It's not often you hear people talk about just. You talking about in VR as well? Oh my dude. I've had the same Timbuktu bag for years, very durable, and it's blue. I don't even know what a Timbuktu bag is, mate. Is that like fancy pants, is it? There you go, Smed. How's about that, bro? Yeah? Happy Christmas, sir. Happy Christmas. Early Crimbo present for you. You'll be getting a new video card when I figure out which VR you want running. You still got the 7.6? I thought you'd upgraded, actually, Chica. I didn't realise you'd still got the 760. Good card, that, though. Very good card. That sounds like an absolute, just like crazy amount of kit there right off. I've always liked Yamaha stuff, to be honest. Toblerone is Danish? No! I thought Toblerone was made in Switzerland. Well, or at least they pretended it was. Either way, it's still a lot of fucking Toblerone, mate. Oh, hang on, that's not right, is it? That. Oh, hang on. Should we go on another? I mean, it's 5:57. We could probably make it back to that town, you know, and then come back. Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we do it? Let's do it. Fuck it. Where was it? I reckon it was this one. Felt like it was further away than that. I reckon that's where we went. Oh, Christ. Let's get his bike home. You want to grab a 1080 Ti hybrid if and when they release that version? Well, they will. I actually thought we'd have heard about the 1080 Ti before Christmas. Have they still not announced the... I know you're talking about a hybrid version, mate, but have they still not announced the Ti? No. So that's quite surprising. I really thought the 1080 Ti would be out and purchasable even in the UK by Crimbo, but it doesn't look like it. Unless you can tell me I've missed a bit of news. How you doing anyway, Critty? You alright? What's this? You live by the motto that if it doesn't fit in your pockets, then it's not needed when I'm going out. So no need for bags. No. I mean, I have like an Adidas sort of like little holdall thing that I use, which pretty much covers me for everything, to be honest. I don't even have a wallet or anything like that. I would dearly like a really fancy smartphone one day, though. But as I've said on many occasions, they tend not to last long with me. So there's no way I'm, you know, splashing out 700 quid on a SIM-free phone that, you know, one twang off a rock and it's dead. Do you know what I mean? Why does this seem like a really weird route there? We came from the other direction, didn't we? I think this is a completely different town, to be honest. We'll go to this one. Have a look what's over. If I can get up and over here. Thinking about it, isn't he? Well done. Well done. Proud of you. You've got me really confused now, mate. I'm absolutely fucking convinced that Toblerone are Swiss made. In fact, I'd put money on it, because I know Elegon was talking about it. They actually have to pass a test in school about the Toblerone technique. Oh, wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't think so, bro. You want the 900? What's that, chicken? What, the 900 series GTX cards? Like the 980? You had your first Toblerone in Amsterdam 20 years ago. Yeah, well, someone was mentioning in chat, and it sparks off quite an intriguing Google exploration. Apparently, they've also changed the number of chunks and the shape of the Toblerone. So I'm going to be Googling that later and sending them a very stern tweet, if that's the case. Oh, careful. Lake on Nope Toblerone is from Switzerland. I always thought it was. I legit always thought it was like somehow representative of the Swiss Alps or something. Oh dear. Smedlaken, flag colours are the same. Being Danish, that logic doesn't go far with me. The British flag is white and red as well, isn't it? Red, white and blue, mate. Well, red, white and blue. Lovely. Tick-tock this please, Sergeant. You're good. Apparently the TI is released next month. What, so in January? It's actually going to be in the new year, is it? Oh, God almighty. I dread to think what the price of that is going to be in the UK, mate. I said Swedish, then. Oh, sorry, mate. No, you're right. I did. I did. The Swiss and the Swedes, right? They're not the same thing, then, no? This is where Grum single-handedly starts Third World War, look. You're absolutely right, mate. You're absolutely right. I do apologise. It's an easy mistake to make. You sleep a lot, Mario, don't you? You're always dozing. Are you a sickly individual this week? I told you Sky would figure it out for you, bro. Oh, look, I brought bloody rebar with me. Well, that's fucking annoying. You upgraded from the 670 to the 1070. Jesus Christ, killer. That's a massive leap, mate. To this day, though, I'll tell you what. When I first built my very first, if you like, good gaming PC for many, many years, it's going back a few years now, at that time, I kind of really splurged. And the card at the time was the GTX 670, and to this day, mate, I still loved that card. It was a fantastic price point in the UK for an absolute powerhouse of a graphics card. It lasted me for well over 18 months, dude. And to be honest, it would have lasted me a hell of a lot longer. It's just I was in the market, you know, I'd got enough, if you like, expendable income at the time to sort of like keep on top of, you know, hang on, what Nvidia's like, hang on, no, there is someone coming in, hang on. Right. When you get offline, have a look at the Shure QLXD2 SM58. Oh, fuck, I ain't got a clue what I'm looking... What even is that? A handheld wireless mic with receiver? Is this the one you were talking to Dread about that you just can't seem to fix? Nip yourself out. Go and buy yourself an AT 2020 USB plus microphone. Bish bash bosh, fucking job done, bro. 120 quid. It's the same mistake as the Danish and the Dutch. That's why I keep getting confused with all these strange decoy characters, mate. The 670 was an amazing... Oh, honestly, killer. I loved it. It was a sad day when I parted with my 670, dude. And you know what? Every single card I've ever had since then never felt like I quite got the same bang for buck with it, mate. The 1070s just incredible. I mean, again, I suppose that very similar to the 670 in terms of that sort of price point for power, but still nowhere near as good in my opinion. Nvidia have slowly been hiking up that sort of class of card in terms of price, in my opinion. But, you know, they're there to make money. We keep buying them. They're not going to stop, are they? What's that? Is a 1070 better than, what, an SLI 8? Fuck, yeah, shitloads. Not even comparable, buddy. See you later, right off. Take care, dude. Go and get your head down. Go and sort your poor dog out, mate. We'll still be here tomorrow, mate. What's that? You've got to get permission from the Rife to build, what, a new PC, is it? Your PC's over 8 years old now and in a moving box. It's all too expensive these days, guys. This year's been an absolute freaking just... I really... It's just all the new tech and everything that's come out this year. It's just been amazing, hasn't it? It really has. I'll never forget 2016. Just, you know, from a tech and gaming point of view. It really has been just one of those... Every month something new, something exciting. It's just been just a roller coaster. Whoa. A big hole in that building there, look. That's a bloody big city, that is, you know. So you at least got to ask for permission, haven't you, X-Tank? I mean, if she gives you your blessing, then that's it. Once the blessing has been granted, no going back then, is there, mate? You may have made... Hang on, whoa. Everyone stop the fucking train. $2,000 on vaping equipment. Are you taking the fucking piss, bro? How is it even possible to spend $2,000 on vaping equipment? What the fuck is it, bro? Does it vape the entire fucking house like an air conditioning unit or something? How is that even possible? What? I'm absolutely intrigued now. Or is it like some solid gold vape thing? I don't really know much about vaping, but that seems like a ridiculous amount of money. I like it, Shelby. So hang on, who ordered this then, right? Yeah, I agree to a point, Critty, but the problem you've got is that if you like, that way of thinking becomes horribly inconsistent and very inaccurate when you're in essentially the same boat as I am. Now, I've got a great PC that does what I want it to do, right? So, in order for me to upgrade my CPU now, I essentially have to build a whole new computer. It's as simple as that. if I want to go, for example, Skylake, I need a whole new motherboard. I need a whole new CPU. I need a whole new batch of RAM. I will almost certainly need a new cooler, because I probably won't have the mounts for my existing one for the Skylake Mobo. So, I know what you're saying, but unfortunately, in my current situation, it would cost me an absolute arm and a leg to upgrade my computer now. And I'm just not willing to do it. There is no way upgrading my CPU is going to make any tangible difference to my gaming, and it is going to cost me an absolute fucking arm and a leg, mate. Let me get out of here, because we need to do a little inventory shuffle, don't we? You mix your own liquids. I bought everything I needed. New mods. What, you actually... Oh, you don't make your own liquids. You mix them. New mods, batteries, chargers, and then like 5,000 feet of wire. Whoa, dude. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. That sounds like fucking amazing. Dude, are you on our Discord, X-Tank? You've got to come and show me all this shit you've just been talking about there, mate. That sounds like... I'm absolutely mind blown, dude. 5,000 feet of wire. Jesus, good lord, dude. I'm completely intrigued. I want to learn more. Right, actually, fuck that shitty ass engine. Really shouldn't have brought that with me, should I? That should do us alright for a bit. You're right, Samuel. How you doing, buddy? I need to find another Xbox One. Oh, 7 days players. I don't know how many. I legit don't know how many people on our Discord are on Xbox One, mate. But jump in our Discord, Samuel. I'm sure you'll find someone, mate. There's certainly more than enough people that join the chat that are on the Xbox One. So whether or not they're on our Discord, I can't tell you. But put a shout out in there, dude. See, I don't mind the GPU. See, the GPU is like, to me, if I can afford it, which I probably won't... Well, I haven't been able to afford this year. Not a case of probably, but... it is an annual upgrade. That's what keeps my computer ticking away and keeps it relevant and running, you know, a minimum 60 frames per second, you know, 1440p, for example. You know, yes, all right. You know, if I get some fancy pants fucking 4K monitor or something, you know... Possibly, but it's the step up on the CPU that I can't justify. I really just cannot justify. I'm not going to get any real difference in visual sort of feedback on my monitor than I already get, and it's going to, like I said, it's a new Mobo, it's new RAM, it's the CPU itself. CPU sort of improvements are so small these days. Just completely pointless for the majority of us, unless like your old PC's blown up and you just want to start afresh kind of thing. I just can't justify it. I really can't. I'm always looking for an excuse to justify it. Don't get me wrong. It's not through lack of fucking trying, like. I don't think there's a week goes by where I don't think I could justify, you know, switching over to Skylake and getting all the fancy pants new stuff. And then I look at the cost and think, yeah, just no way, dude. What's it going to give me? Like maybe 5 or 6 frames per second? Yeah, it just ain't worth it. You're right, Chrissy, but neither of us have to upgrade for a long time. Unfortunately, you and I both have parts right at the end of that era. It is, isn't it? Yeah. You're right back to... I mean, I might as well just buy the whole new case. I might as well just literally leave this PC exactly as it is. I mean, what's a new case and a new power supply going to cost on top of that lot? Not a fucking lot, you know what I mean? It's scary stuff, Chris. I'm right at that shitty point in my PC sort of ownership where I really can't justify it, but I'm also now sort of falling behind, you know? It's a horrible thought. Yeah, well, I mean, my i7 is currently clocked at, I think on a day-to-day basis, I think it's clocked at 4.8. So like I said, you know, I've been very lucky with the chip lottery. I can actually get it, so, I mean, semi-stable on some games, you know, close to 4.9. It's a huge layout, mate. A huge layout to upgrade for like I said, very, very little tangible benefit. But don't get me wrong, I'd fucking love to upgrade. I would love to upgrade. I've been talking about upgrading my CPU possibly for the last 2 years. And every time something new comes out, it's like, yeah, but it's not a really big jump. It's not worth it. It still don't stop me going on scan.co.uk every 5 minutes, checking prices out and what have you. Heartbreaking. You're not on this shitty engine either. Let's make some gas cans. Barrels, sorry. There you go. 4790k and 980 here just before the Skylake and DDR4 train. Grumbul, but I started with an AMD FX 6100 and GTX 660. Wow, I first got a new CPU in Mobo, then graphics, then RAM. Yeah. See, FIFA, the beauty of it is, I do believe, it's quite sincerely, for someone who's bought into Skylake now, like K-level processors, so you've got the overclocking overhead, that's it. You're done for a good few years now. I'd love to be in that position, you know. So I've got the DDR4, I've got the Skylake, you know. Hopefully, be really lucky on the chip lottery for in terms of overclocking. And then literally, you can put your feet up and just say, yeah, you know, all I need to worry about moving forwards is just upgrading my graphics card. You know, whenever that game comes out, where mine is no longer quite cutting it. But wow, what an investment to get there. You've done some nice upgrades there then, Critty. A little bit of corn. Sitting on the corner up. I have to say, as a PC gamer, who also owns the consoles, there is something incredibly satisfying about buying, say, a PlayStation 4 game or an Xbox game and just putting it in the tray and just having it play and knowing that every single person that's playing it is playing it at exactly the same resolution with exactly the frame rate as you are. There's something, I don't know, for someone like me who's completely OCD in terms of frame rates and resolutions and always wants to try and push it. There's something incredibly satisfying about the PlayStation 4 and the consoles. I mean, you know, Xbox One, whatever you play on, makes no difference. Just that. I mean, how many of us as PC gamers, the second you get a new game, you whack all those sliders up to max? Watch the frame rate draw to like 3 frames per second. You go, yep, that's not going to work. You give a PC gamer a slider and that's it. I think you sort of feel entitled that it should run on your rig, which is like 25 years old, but it should still run at 4K, 120 frames per second, you know? I kind of like what they're doing, you know, Microsoft and... Oh, for fuck's sake, Twitch boy. Got to get these cars. There's too many of them to ignore. You been kicking yet? Oh, what's that, Stone? What? I don't even know what the hell is it? Is that like some sort of enthusiast chip or something like? You usually replace your whole rig on 3-year time frame. I see. I couldn't afford to do that. I couldn't afford to replace everything every 3 years. I used to be able to afford the graphics card upgrade. I mean, I went from a 670 to a 780. Just think about the last 3 years to a 980 Ti, which was nice. It meant I was steady. You know, I wasn't seeing any huge jumps, but it just meant as each game came out, I could maintain, at the very least, typically around 60 frames per second, 1080p. You know, maybe with a few sacrifices from the so-called ultra modes, but you know, it gave me a very, very good playing experience. You know, certainly way above what was possible on console. But those cards were normally costing me anywhere between 350 to 500 UK pounds for those upgrades. Can't go wrong with a 1070, mate. Definitely not. If it wasn't for the ever sort of present knowledge that the 10 or the 80 series is going to get the TI version, I'd probably be there on the 1070 or the other 70 class of cards like day one. You know, they're definitely the sweet spot, aren't they? There's no doubt about that. The 80s, you pay a lot. You pay a big premium for the 80 series as such. You know, the 780, the 980, the 1080. So it's quite an extra price hike in the UK. Oh god, I'm on my gold. Where did you come from, big boy? Gosh. What were you hiding underneath? Oh, my aim is completely off today. Well, since I came back. So it's all the excitement of the inevitable Christmas tree erection. That sounded wrong, didn't it? Shut it, you filth mangers. You're talking about the APU. Oh, right. Oh, you know. Oh, I see. Oh, God, yeah. Bloody hell, mate. What the fuck did you buy one of them for? What the hell, dude? You're right, Swift. How you doing, buddy? I wonder what you were talking about. I wasn't too sure what you meant there, mate. Hello, Mario. You're back with some tea. Now you're slightly kicked up the butt. You're slightly kicked up the butt. Who kicked you up the butt, Mario? Oh, my fidgety fanny, look. Look at that. 600 chainsaw parts and a yucca seed. What can we put in the bike? Chainsaw parts, hopefully. Why couldn't that have been an auger blade, you bastard? You cheeky monkey. There we go. Bish bash bosh, mate. You pay a huge increase for the 80? Definitely. Yeah, definitely. If you're looking at bang for buck, there is no reason to go for the 80. But what I like is that overhead. I like that little bit of extra bang in terms of power, even though I'm paying a ridiculous amount of money extra for it. Just to be able to maybe enable some additional setting or play at that slightly higher resolution, if that makes sense. It gives me that little buffer, you know? It's not always needed, not always required, but, you know, if I can afford it, that's what I go for. Like I said, I mean, my next card will almost certainly be the 1080 Ti. I just need to decide whether or not I go down that route next year or just simply invest in something like PlayStation VR. You know, very similar price points. I could probably get a PlayStation VR and a PlayStation Pro for around the 700 mark. And I should imagine the 1080 Ti, I can't see us getting any change out of 600. And the PlayStation VR and the PlayStation 4 Pro is going to give me much more flexibility moving forwards and much more new tech if you need. You know, something completely unique. What's the 1080 Ti going to give me? Not a lot. It's just gonna future-proof me for a little bit, but I'm not on Skylake. The money would be better bet on a Skylake setup. Maybe get whatever comes after the 7080 series. It's a hard decision. I don't know about 600 auger blades. You can definitely make 500 quality auger blades, as we found out on Sunday. I'm not sure about 600 though, mate, unless someone in chat can shed some light on that. See, the 1070... Oh, what the hell? 1070 is only $450. That would cost us that in pounds in the UK. I mean, not quite, but... Essentially, what you pay in dollars, we pay in pounds. We get absolutely fucking fucked over royally in the UK. quite a lot of cars in there, but there's also quite a lot of barrels, and the barrels and me really don't get on, do they? Nice battery. It's a very nice battery. Well, they're burning barrels, not exploding in your arse barrels. These places are good for mechanical parts. Look, there's plenty of air conditioning units on each of the trailers, and you've also got the shopping carts as well. Have to remember that. You sound like a man after my own heart, X-Tank. If you're going to treat yourself to something, you always have to get the girlfriend or the wife something at the same time, or maybe a week before. It lulls them into a sense of, oh, he really cares. And then when you walk home with a brand spanking new 10... See, this is the beauty of graphics cards, right, mate? Girlfriend never knows. How's she going to know I'm running a 1080 Ti, mate? No fucking chance, bro. It sits inside the computer. It's not like coming home with a new car, is it? Or a new TV. Saw some 1070s for 300... Oh, that's a ridiculous price, mate. Fucking hell. Oh, I see, Greybeard. Oh, right, yeah. I'm so sorry. I thought someone was referring to maybe being able to make a 600 straight off. Yeah, I mean, you can easily make a 600 blade by just making the so-called 500s first, jabbing them together, can't you? Oh, that is a shitty ass engine. Can anyone remember where I put the bike? Because I fucking can't. Oh, hello. I want to ride my motorbike. Go, 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 go. You just bought the PlayStation. Oh, wicked Eliania. What did you get with it? Or what are you actively playing on it? Have you played any games that you had already played on the original PlayStation 4? And got any comments on, you know, how it looks? I mean, one of the ones that... See, I want to play Uncharted 4 next year. We're certainly not going to get a chance to play it this side of Christmas. And I think my first experience with Uncharted 4 really should be on the PlayStation 4 Pro. Oh, crap. We're actually really, really thirsty, look. I've thought about this, about getting someone from America to, buy, you know, send them the money, they buy it, and then ship it to me in the UK. I'm still convinced I'd save an absolute packet on it, you know. We've mentioned it a couple of times on stream, haven't we? Certainly something I'm going to seriously look at if I do go down the route of a 1080 Ti, because that's a lot of money, that is. Oh, whoa. I don't know what I thought I was doing then. I went into a slight panic mode. You had followed the Oculus Rift and all that back when it was in 480p. Are you talking about really early on then? Even before DK1 and everything. Yeah, all that VR really needs, Critty, now, to be honest, I mean, what Sony have done with their PlayStation VR headset is really get that out to the masses. It's, you know, it's one of those pieces of kit that you really do have to sort of try to really understand it. I know that sounds a bit obvious with something like VR, but there's a lot of people out there that are trying it, you know, for the very first time because their friend or a family member's recently invested in PlayStation VR. And it's so much simpler than anything like the Vive or even the Oculus to some degree. You know, and of course you got the backing of Sony and the backing of those sort of Sony devs to create stuff that's just a little bit of fun. That's just still in the realms of tech demos, but it's getting people familiar with VR, and it's getting people familiar with the concept of actually wearing something that essentially blocks out the real world. And it's a massive, massive step, isn't it? And I think with what PlayStation VR's done, by getting these sets into living rooms, it is a really big hurdle to get over in the VR world. People are actually getting a chance to use it. See, very few people with the Vive or the Oculus, you know, in comparison, in terms of numbers, are really going to have this stuff like being fucked about with at Christmas, you know? But let's be honest, most people that want the Vive have probably already picked up the Vive or already picked up the Oculus. Whereas VR, you know, PlayStation VR is one of those things that's just in the realms of reality for your average gamer, you know? It's not that much more expensive than a new console. I mean, let's be honest, it's the same price as a brand new console on day of release of a new console, is it? You know, the £300 to £350 mark. But people don't mind forking out that. You know, well, this year I'm not getting a brand new PlayStation, but what I can do is afford PlayStation VR, is the way it works, I should imagine, in some people's heads. And, you know, and I think as games actually get created for VR, rather than what we've got at the moment, which is games that have been created for normal 2D screens and then ported to VR as a VR experience, I think devs are just now starting to, you know, maybe get to grips with what they can and can't do. You know, there's some big hurdles around sort of first-person movement that they're starting to get a bit of a handle on. I really hope it takes off, but at the same time, it's quite a scary tech, isn't it? You're gonna get you're getting the VR, you get a PlayStation VR as well, Eliania. Oh wow, mate! You gotta let us know how you get on with it. Please do. I'd love to know. Be it good or be it bad. Promise I'm not plugging her. I just downloaded Ark for console last night and I'm going to stream it tonight. I've never played Ark, so hopefully it's amazing. Post it up in our Discord, Eliania. When you stream, because I'll come over. If it's later this evening, I'd love to see what it looks like on the PlayStation 4 Pro, mate. Go in our Discord if you can, Eliana. If you don't mind, I mean, you don't have to, I'm just saying. and there's a little forum called Streamer Showcase. And just let us know when you go live. I'd love to see that, mate. I really would. I'd love to see anything on the PlayStation 4 Pro, to be honest. It is. The PlayStation 4 wireless card is atrocious, chicks. It's absolutely atrocious, right? I own both the PlayStation 4, in fact, like 2 versions of the PlayStation 4, and the Xbox One, right? My Xbox One will literally... I can put it fucking anywhere, mate. I can put it behind a sheet of fucking steel and that thing would still get a Wi-Fi signal. PlayStation 4 Pro, I swear to God, if there's a Kit Kat wrapper near it, it'll fucking drop Wi-Fi, mate. It's really bad, dude. It's great if it's got, if you like, a reasonably clear line of sight and maybe a you know, little more than a standard brick mortar wall. But you start shoving anything else in the mix, and it's shocking. It's well known that they cheaped out on the Wi-Fi chip, mate. It's supposed to be a lot better in the PlayStation 4 Pro, to be honest. So, I mean, there's another selling point. Still got one slot left, and I would like to get that if you like, 5th radiator if we can. You're looking at 1080, are you, Trev? See, to be honest, Trev, you got to time it right, mate. If you're after a standard 1080 Ti, sorry, a standard 1080, time it, dude. When that 1080 Ti comes out, you'd be amazed at how many of those 1080s suddenly appear on, you know, if you're after a second-hand one. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't like buying second-hand cards. Mainly because I overclock all my own, and I know how much punishment I give them. So, I wouldn't be best impressed if I was buying someone else's that's been pushed as far as mine have. But, you know, in this day and age, I'll be honest, it doesn't cause any long-term damage. You know, we know that, but I think it's more a psychological thing. But yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, Gumtree's something. I suppose if I was buying something on eBay, you were all right, because let's be honest, eBay's an absolute fucking joke when it comes to sellers. I mean, there's a thread up on NeoGAF at the moment where someone sold their PlayStation 4. I mean, why the hell he did it on eBay is completely beyond me. And of course, the buyers sent him the money. He sent the PlayStation 4. What's happened? Well, the sellers now claim that it's banned on live. In other words, it's a banned PlayStation 4. So you can't play multiplayer live games with it. So he's basically demanding a full refund. So of course, what are you going to do? Well, yeah, you send me the PlayStation 4 back. I can fucking guarantee, right? The PlayStation 4 that bloke sends back is going to be banned from PlayStation Network because it'll be his banned PlayStation 4. And unless that buyer has got a literally hard photographic evidence of the serial numbers on that PlayStation 4, he's just fucking lost out. He's basically not going to have the money because PayPal will fucking take it off him. And he also won't have a PlayStation 4 that will, you know, enable him to go on PlayStation Network. Absolute shocking. You haven't got a chance on eBay if you're a seller. I would never sell anything on eBay. Unless it was cheap as chips and I really couldn't give a flying toss if anything terrible happened. You know, I see selling on eBay as a gamble. See, Gumtree is a bit better because you can actually go to the person's house, can't you? I mean, I know you can on eBay, but 9 times out of 10 it's not really an option. On Gumtree, local Gumtree can be pretty cool. What's that stroke? Grummy, you can make candy tins, air filters, hubcaps for mines, just heads. Yeah, we always said we'd try and do Rooney's minefield, didn't we, Strike? We will get around to that. I mean, if you remember with the mods we had in Alpha 14, we actually had ways to make the tin can mines. It seems rather ludicrous that I can make these amazing, you know, hunting knives, pickaxes, all these intricate things, and yet I can't make something that essentially encapsulates a fucking small bomb. So yeah, I'm not too worried, mate. But yeah, valid point. It is critical. To be honest, I'll be absolutely blunt. I mean, I'm a big fan of PlayStation VR. I mean, sorry, of VR. Anybody who's, you know, been on this chat, I mean, I doubt I don't mention VR at least once a week. You know, I really want it to succeed. I think it's breathtaking. It's a whole new way to play games, a whole new way to immerse ourselves in these wonderful worlds. And I think finally devs are going to have something new to work with, a whole new tool set to you know, send us to new and amazing planets and explore incredible new, you know, gaming adventures, new gameplay mechanics that are just so far removed from what we used to. That's especially in things like the horror genre. You know, I really think it's going to be a whole amazing sort of decade where VR really does become viable. The tech's going to be better. You know, the more people that buy it, you know, the more units they'll produce. Costs will come down. I mean, God forbid we ever get to the point where it'll become wireless. I mean, you know, maybe one day that would be the ultimate achievement in VR. You know, the right field of view, the right frame rate, the right resolution, and on top of that, also wireless. I mean, that's maybe a bit of a dream just now, but I think it's exciting. And to be honest, with the cost of Vive, the fuck up with distribution that Oculus had, the fact that Lucky Palmer is quite possibly one of the most hated men in the gaming world right now because of his well, I'm not even going to go there. Look that up if you want to. VR was not looking good at one point. It was a very niche product, and niche products tend not to get the traction that we really need. The other thing that VR's got going for it right now is because Sony's, like I said, got it in the living room. Your average Joe Blogs has got a chance to check it out, you know, and that's awesome. You know, like me, I get a chance to try it. I don't have to have like one friend who lives 600 miles away who might have a Vive and a setup that can sort of, you know, show it in all its glory. But it's the medical and the military applications that VR opens up that I think also is quite often forgotten. When people, it'll be like 3D TV, you know, it's just a fucking, you know, flash thing like all the other crappy tech that's come and gone. I don't think it is. I think it's the military and medical applications that will keep VR around, that will keep it moving forward. But from a gaming perspective, PlayStation have done what we needed them to do. Bring it in at the right price point. You won't buy second hand, but I reckon that when the TI hits, then the old tenner. That's it. That's exactly. Sorry, Trevor. I didn't quite finish my my sort of commentary there, did I? Yeah, exactly. That'll be the sweet point to jump on it, bro. You know, whether it's second hand or not, that, you know, you'll almost certainly see a reduction in 1080 prices, and you get a nice You get a nice discount from work as well, do you, Trevor? Nice, dude. How much of a discount? I mean, you're talking like a major one. 20, 30% or... Good night, Custo. Thanks for joining us for so long today, dude. Rest well, mate. You can actually make them already, can you, I didn't actually know that, mate. Oh, sorry, dude. Interesting. How did we do that, then? I can actually make tin can mines. Or tin cans. Holy shit! I didn't know that, bro. Fuck! I did not know. Honestly did not know that, bro. Thank you. I got the arse end of the stick there again, didn't I, mate? Tragically has been banned. Holy shit. I've got to assume that was some sort of advertisement or rather than someone just being rude. This one's Simpsy. Thank you, Simpsy. You're right, Yeti. How you doing? How the hell do I get up there? Do you reckon it's worth risking that? Bit of a sheer... I don't like going up at night because it hides the light on the mini bike, doesn't it? So you can't see what you're about to bump into. We thought the same about the 980 Ti when the 10 series came out, but they are still the same price as before the release. Oh, I don't know, mate. It didn't seem to work the same in the UK, mate. I mean, I saw a significant drop on the 980s when the Ti dropped because I was humming and ahhing at the time. I mean, it might not, you know, we're not talking hundreds of pounds, Greybeard, but I know scan.co.uk dropped the price by, I think, £35 overnight, and it actually, I think by the end of the, you know, the pre-order in the first week, it was dropped by about 50 quid, dude. I mean, I know it's not a huge amount, but I mean, 50 quid's 50 quid, isn't it, mate? Yeah, we've had a good stream today, Yeti. I think we got a couple of layers on the Sphinx. We've had really good luck with brass. I mean, I've done 2 runs in total combat with somewhere in the region of sort of 29 car radiators, which is unheard of for me. I'm lucky to get a stack of 5. So this is the maple forest we bloody planted. Look, Jesus Christ. Can't see diddly squat. It's not the best angle to come at, was it? Our base is literally just over this ridge here, look. Is it? Who's moved the love shack then? There we go. I started to doubt myself then. Exactly 10 o'clock. Perfect timing, guys. Perfect. That was a really good scavenging one day, wasn't it? In and out. Really? Excellente, my little friend. Excellent run. Excellent. In and out, no problems. Hey there, buckshot. No, come back here. They shouldn't be in there either, should they? Neither should they, really. But why the hell have we got 23 candles sitting up here? That's a bit bizarre. Fuel. Oh, wow. And another, Jesus, look at this. 131 repair kits sitting there. That's phenomenal. And we got a nice little, what? Sorry, I thought that was 40 glue. Flash! Ah. 583. I'm still convinced that's better than the one I've got. Should we just leave it? So I always know I've got a super duper upgrade if need be. So that can go back down, as can that. I'm just going to pop these extra barrels in here. Start building up a little reserve stash should the current mini bike go walkabout. What the hell? Oh, that's a burning barrel. Oh, fuck. That's why they were in there. Sorry, my bad. Oh, that was strange. I could do with changing that icon a little bit, couldn't they? We can do that once we got SDX. See you later, Doc. Take care, dude. Thanks for joining us for so long, mate. I appreciate it, buddy. Oh. Ooh, I thought I'd switched out an engine then. Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah, that's good. So remember, we've got the rebar. Bike is fueled, is it? Top her up. Don't cost anything. Can you make oil? No, you can't kick Istricator. Oil is that you can only get these, which is you have to have that for repair kits from cars, mate. Well, cars and loot. I think we've done very well there. I mean, that's definitely another batch of spotlights, look. So, you know, that's been a phenomenally successful run. I had no idea we'd do so well there. Luck was definitely on our side, wasn't it? I mean, alright. I'd argue chainsaw parts are not exactly high on the wanted list, but it's better than a kick in the dick, isn't it? 200 casings without even smelting all this lot down. I mean, that was a double scavenge run, the likes of which is extremely rare for us. Super chuffed with that, like really chuffed with it. Oh, I should stay, shouldn't I? Flash! Ah! I'm just going to go and start smelting these bad boys down. They do take a long time, don't they? We've already got the other ones, should be done by now. Well, did you type that in? It just took a long time to actually hit the streamer, Buckshot. What are the rechargeable batteries used for? They are one of the... You know how you have guns, for example, and you have the 4 slots where... Oh! Oh, God! Oh, God! Jesus fucking dick on a stick, bro. Holy donkey bollocks. That was freaking close. Fuck. Careful, bro. Yeah, you know how you have, like, the individual components here in a gun? Well, the nail gun is exactly the same. And the rechargeable battery is one of the components for the nail gun. Oh my giddy aunt, that was shockingly scary. You want a chemistry station, do you? I can certainly knock one of those up for you. I might even have one kicking about, mate. I'll have a check for you, dude. I will be with you in a jiffy, sir. 340 brass casings and oh my god! We are rolling in brass, bro. Naked brass party. We could put brass casings on our nipples and dance around the love shack. This is amazing. That was a bit close with the shotgun, wasn't it? I just looked at chat, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, Grum. Drink. Yeah, that's right. I mean, you can get oil as loot. I mean, it's not only from cars. I mean, you can get it from all... I think it's across a whole slew of loot tables as such. But I'm actually going to sit here and wait for that little... How long we got? Take about 4 or 5 minutes, shouldn't it? Woo! I'll tell you what, I'll come and do your chemistry station. Where do you want it dropping off? Ice? Whereabouts are you? I'll just leave it like in the dressing table or something up near my personal bedroom stash, or We've done all right on the old broken legs today as well, haven't we? I don't think there's been... I think we broke it once at the start of the stream, right? We've been pretty cushy since then. Sure I had a spare chemistry station, or was it a spare workbench? I honestly can't remember. Got 2 of one of them. Sure I have. Chemistry station. I've got one, bro. In fact, I've got 2, dude. Where do you want it, mate? Delivery with a smile. Ding dang dooby 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 doo. Ding dang doo. Concrete box in the underground shed. That means nothing to me, dude. The underground shed. Do you mean near... I don't know where that is, dude. I've got no idea. Well, we need to have a chat about this ice. Because I think both of us call things different. I mean, I have things like the box of things to take to the forge. The box of things to take to bed and cuddle. The box of things that should not be put near the manky toe. You mean in here? Concrete box in underground shed. This is like an underground shed in a way. It's not got a door on it though. Food box. If you can hear a squeaky toy, by the way, that's Cody playing with his new Christmas tree squeaky. It's like a plastic Christmas tree that squeaks when he jumps up and down on it. I actually have no idea where to put it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, mate. I'm going to leave it... the box of things that will need counselling after a cuddle. I'm going to leave it in... And tell you what, I'm actually going to get rid of these black cowboy boots because no one's ever wanted them. It's sad, really. They're in the nightstand, dude. I'm going to use the nightstand as my official dropping off point for people that ask me for random shit when I'm busy. Can't say fairer than that, can you? It's in the night dresser, mate. Will you be getting Cody a festive outfit? You know what? You know what? You know me, don't you, Simpsy, when it comes to dressing animals up? I think it's evil, cruel, and not in any way, shape or form pleasant. Well, let's just say that Cody does actually own like a little rain jacket. And he looks so cute. I'm sorry. I can no longer be evil Grum. I caved. I understand the importance of him not getting a cold back. He does officially own one. I may get him some little elf boots. There's maybe some little reindeer horns for Christmas. And send you all festive pictures of him. He's so cute. In his little rain jacket. It's so beautiful. And when you put it on him as well, as soon as he sees it, that's it. He knows he's out for a proper walk when he sees that. He's like, yeah, come on, Daddy. And he's jumping around doing backflips. What's that, Buckshot? You got 4 hours to sleep, but you got to watch Grum for 6 hours, lol. You have to... Sorry, Buckshot. We're not going to be on for long, mate. We're not going to be on for much longer. I need to go and do the Christmas tree. So, actually, for those of you on the server, it might be time to start thinking about winding down a little bit if you're out and about. Can we get a pic of Santa Cody next to your Crimbo tree? Possibly. I haven't got to be in it, have I? A naked Grum. He's bleeding out. Oh my god, we've got... This is crazy. Look, this is going to be close to 5 Horde nights worth of brass. I've got enough brass now to last me to the end of the Sphinx. This is incredible. His little Christmas tree is great, Mario. And you know what's really weird about it? He has got quite a lot of toys. He's got like some sort of like ragdolly thing. It's quite cool. It's got like rope and stuff on it. And he just absolutely thrashes that around. Yeah, he sort of like plays his hunting game with that, and he'll jump on it, pounce on it, and sort of like try and tear it to bits. It's almost like he's going to break his own neck. He sort of thrashes about with it that violently. But the Christmas tree, oh my god, dude. The second he saw it, he went fucking crazy. And of course he bit it, it made a squeak, and that was it. Just be careful of the reflections, Grum. No horde this evening. What is it tonight? 259's the next one. So no, we won't be getting a horde
Your
tonight,
part
mate.
is
No.
required.
We're only going to be on
You've
for
been
about...
a most magnanimous host.
This is about it, I think.
And you've waited too long for this moment.
Yeah, we get quite a lot out of it, don't we? All looking good. Now, in fact, I'll tell you what, we're actually going to leave it there, guys, because I've just realised that tomorrow is the horde, all right, folks. So I do apologise. It's a very quick, short, extra stream this evening. But like I said, I have got to get the Christmas tree up. So we'll try and stay on for a lot longer tomorrow. I'll try and get on as early as I can. Now, I'm expecting to be home no later than... I'm hoping no later than 10:30, all right? So we'll definitely be streaming tomorrow. Now, there's something that I did want to say, a massive, massive thank you to everybody on our Discord. We got some really good news today. In fact, we got some good news literally between the end of the last stream and the beginning of this stream. I just happened to be checking my email while I was out and about. We have just been granted Discord partnership by Discord team. So we get a few extra goodies. They sent me the email. Basically... To be honest, Discord is just such a huge part of this channel. I can't thank you all so much. And obviously the activity over the last 2 to 3 weeks on Discord has been so phenomenal that I thought I have to apply for partnership for Discord. You know, and I sent a very lengthy give us partnership, pretty please, sort of letter email to them as part of sort of as a backup to the official request for partnership. And I just wanted to say a massive thank you to you all. It's a huge part of my life. Thank you. It's a huge part of my life, honestly, on Discord. It really is, and it's such a fantastic way to say thank you to you all. You know, the streams are really busy, chat can fly by at times, and it's a wonderful way for me to sort of just to get to know who you are and learn a little bit about you. You know, you get to listen to me babbling on for hours a day. You know, I'm sure you probably know as much as you ever want to know about me, but Discord offers me that. And yeah, they sent us the email. We are now official Discord partners, or at least we will be once I've done all the paperwork this evening. So I wanted to say a really, really special thank you to so many of you that have been so actively engaged in the community, helping each other out, whether it be from tech advice or just some moral support when people are going through a hard time. It's phenomenal. And, you know, it's nothing to do with me. It's you that have made Discord what it is. And a very, very special thank you to Simpsy. Without you, Simpsy, we wouldn't even have a Discord channel. You poked and prodded me just sufficiently to get me to get my finger out my ass to actually set it up all those months ago. And, you know, like I said, it's come to fruition. And we get a hoodie, and I'll send you a picture of it. Anyway, guys, girls, have an absolutely fantastic evening. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you all soon. Thank you all so much.